with us today. As you come on, if you want to say a little hello to Simon and to the Toy Bus team in the comments, we can see them. And if you have any questions or any jokes for Simon, you can enter them there as well. So I'm going to leave the show to Bobby and Simon, and they're going to take it away.
See you later.
Bye, Jen. Hi, Simon.
Hello, everyone. So glad to be back.
Yes,
And
it's
Greg's actually gonna shift over so that I am the star of the show today. Okay, I'll move over now, Simon. There we go. That's
wonderful.
great. All right.
Did you have a good week, Simon?
I had an excellent week.
Good stuff. Did you do anything exciting this weekend?
Well, I was outside a little bit more than usual because we're starting to get the yard ready for a garden. And I'm looking forward to planting some things and growing them. That's a great thing to do over the summer. And I love to see the plants grow.
Nice. Yes, it is nice to eat those fresh vegetables, isn't it?
Nothing better than cucumbers from the garden, tomatoes from the garden, all kinds of things from the garden. That's so good. And what we do is we kind of try and grow more than we need. And then at the end, when we pick them, we give them out to the food bank.
That's a great idea, Simon. You should be sharing that with all of your friends.
Yeah. Boy, can you imagine if all the kids did that? Boy, there'd be so much good food for families.
That's right, there would be. So are you ready to answer some questions today and talk to the kids out there?
I am. Oh, but wait. Let's start with a knock joke.
Awesome.
Okay. Knock.
Who's there?
Let us.
Let us who?
Let us in. It's cold outside.
Good one, Simon. We really do need the sun out here, don't we?
Yeah.
We really do. Okay, Simon. So I'm going to give you your first question of the day. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay. So this is from Evie, and he's 10 years old. So his question is, what do you think about us using screens so much? It seems like we have a lot of screen time now, and we couldn't before.
Yeah. Before this COVID, there was all sorts of talk about kids and even adults being on screen time too much. And now we're even on more, and it's kind of hard because there's sometimes so much we need to do on screen, like learn things like school is all online, and things like Simon Says is online, and our parents are connecting to each other, and kids are talking to the grandparents. So I'm spending a lot more time on things like FaceTime and Facebook and on Google and so on, trying to keep up with things. So here's what Greg told me. So one of the things we have to watch out for is that we are taking care of ourselves. Too much of anything isn't very good for us. So last week, someone said, hey, why don't we eat pizza every day? That would be too much, even though pizza's great. Or if we exercise 20 hours a day, that would be too much. So what might be signs that we have too much of something? One of them is sleep. Are we getting enough sleep? That's one of the big things that we have to make sure we're getting. And if we're not sleeping well, because screen time can sometimes get in the way of us sleeping, especially if we do screen time just before bed. So one of the rules in my house is no screen time an hour before bed. And I have to have off time from screen. I go outside now. It was harder when it was cold, but now I want to spend some time outside. And I spend some time playing with my brother, playing with my family, doing some of my chores. So I try and not do screen time every hour, every day, but break it up. And the other thing I'm looking at is I'm eating okay. And I'm also not getting irritated. One of the things that happened last year, I was playing a lot of games. I guess I'll share that with my friends. Yeah, I was on for like 3 or 4 hours after school. And then our internet went down. And I started getting really mad really fast. Oh, stop that. Oh, leave me alone. Oh, this is crazy. And I would blow my cool. And I realized that it's because I was getting addicted. I was needing the internet to be able to stay calm, and that doesn't help. So I watch how much time I spend. I have time in between, and I make sure I get enough sleep and I eat well.
Wow, that's really great advice. Really great advice. Thank you, Simon.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
I have another question for you. Are you ready?
I'm
That,
ready.
that was a really good answer. Okay, so why do we have to do schoolwork online? Is it important to do schoolwork at home?
Well, it's a lot better going to school and learning there because we're with our friends and our teachers are right there and our books are right there. But we can't because of this COVID. We're trying to make sure we don't pass it on to others. So online is the next best thing. Why we have to do it now? Well, if we don't go to school for a long time, we're going to be way, way behind. Our brain isn't going to be keeping up with the things we learned. In fact, if we don't keep learning and adding to our learning, we go backwards in our brain. We start unlearning things. And I don't want to have to relearn all that stuff I took when I was in grade 1 and 2 and 3. So keep going forward. And online, teachers are trying to make it interesting and they're trying to help us to keep that learning going.
That's right. They are trying really hard, aren't they?
Yeah, I know. My teacher is on every day and she kind of likes my joke. She lets me tell a joke every now and then.
Well, guess what? I had a joke from a child named Charlie. Would you like to hear it?
Oh, yeah. Let's hear
Okay.
Charlie's joke.
Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Cargo.
Cargo who?
Cargo, beep, beep, vroom, vroom.
That's a great one. Thanks for sending that in.
I love laughing at these jokes. It makes me feel so good. Okay.
Actually, that's another sign that things are going well or not going well is how much we are laughing and smiling. If we start getting too grumpy or sad too much, that's not a good sign. It means maybe we better talk to somebody or we're doing too much of something. So that's another thing to watch. Are we smiling and happy and laughing a lot?
That's good. That's a good sign. Okay. Are you ready? I have a question from Landon 6 and Mia 5. When is this virus going to be over?
Oh, that's a great question. And you know what? Even those with those adults who are scientists really aren't very sure. They're all working hard to figure it out. Some are saying that it might be about another year before it's over, but before that time, we're going to get back to some things that we were doing before, like being able to go out and shop, but we still might have to physically distance ourselves. I guess what they're looking for is this, what's it called? Immunization. Immunization. So something that could prevent people from getting the virus, or that there is an effective treatment that if we get it, they can help cure it. So everyone's working hard across the world, all these scientists and researchers to figure this out. And they're starting to come up with some ideas that they're now testing. So when I think of grateful things, one of the things I'm grateful for is that there are some really smart people working hard at trying to figure out how we can get back to the world we had before as fast as we can. But we just don't know exactly when that is.
There you go. That's true. Well, you know what, Simon? You kind of answered the next question I had for you, and that was from Cameron. And his question was, when can we see Nana and Papa again?
Yeah, I miss my friends and my family, my relatives, but I guess you're going to have to kind of see them online virtually, or you can write letters to them and say hi or draw a picture and mail it to them. So we need to use our social media and our written media to kind of make those connections for now. But you know what? Even though I don't see them, I love them. And I know that they love me. And that's what's really important.
It is for sure. You're right. Definitely. Okay. So how about this one, Simon? This one's really difficult, so I hope that you can answer this. Are you ready?
Okay.
I am fighting a lot with my siblings. Mom and dad don't like it. I love my siblings, but we are fighting a lot these days.
Yeah. You know what? Where there's more than one child in a family, and they're called siblings, brothers or sisters. And I have a little brother. And you know what? We kind of get in fights a little bit more than we used to. And it's hard because we're always here. We're always stuck in the house. And even when we go outside together. So fighting a little bit more is, well, although it's not good, it's a little bit normal. So what I need to do is make sure that I am using my brain to try and calm down. So sometimes I'm not even mad at my brother. I'm just mad because I can't go out or see a friend or watch a show I want because he's watching his show. And then I kind of say, oh, how come it has to be this way? I want my turn. I want to watch my TV. So I need to stop and think that this is a time for sharing and a time to be kind to each other. And when we do fight, I always go back and say, you know what? I'm sorry. And we figure it out. So one of the things that we did to stop fighting so much is we started to create a bit of a schedule. One of the things that we do is both my brother and I share the same room. So it's kind of like we're together 24 hours a day. We have no private time. So there's 1 hour every day that's my time in my room. And there's 1 hour every day that's his time. And I can nap, I can draw, I can do homework, whatever I want to do, I can do in that hour. But it's my time. And you know what? Mom and dad are doing the same thing, that they're finding that they can schedule some my time. And it's hard for our parents who are also stuck for 24 hours and they're even working at home, many of them. And it's really hard when we're arguing or playing with something really loud, or we're saying, hey, mom, I need some help. And she's busy on Zoom doing some work, so those are really hard too. And sometimes arguments can happen with me and my mom, or me and my dad, me and my brother, sometimes even argue with myself.
Yeah, that's true. When you're really close to someone for so long and in the same place, it is really hard to get along sometimes, for sure.
Yeah, there's lots of ideas on how to not, when you do get mad, how to sort of calm down, counting to 10, breathing. And again, that some of the experts at the Resource Center are going to give us some tips on stress busters. Anger is a stress too.
For sure, Simon, you're right about that. Well, Simon, there are a few people that are saying hi to you. So Katrina Koulis, all her children are saying hi to you. Ryder and David and Grayson and Lily and Liam are saying hi to you. So anyway,
thanks so much.
I just wanted to pass that on to you.
Hi to all of you too. From Simon to you.
That's awesome. Okay, so I have another knock-knock joke for you. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this one's from Lizzie. Are you ready?
Okay.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Alec.
Alec who?
I like it when you tell me knock-knock jokes.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that one. Boy, I'm going to have a whole book of knock-knock jokes when this is over.
It's awesome. Okay, thank you guys for sharing those jokes with us, for sure. Okay, are you ready for the next question?
I'm ready and able.
Okay, here's one here. Why does my belly feel sore when I think of the virus?
What a good question. Well, when we are worried about things or angry about things, when we have lots of big feelings, they affect our body. And each of us is a little bit different. When I get nervous or anxious or scared, I feel it in my throat. It gets kind of tight and dry, and I might even cough a little bit. One of my friends, he gets it in his belly, just like you. It might feel like butterflies, or it might feel like it's a little bit warm. Another of my friends, Lee's, she gets it by her heart beating really fast, boom, 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 like that. So when our heart's supposed to go like this, boom, 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 boom. Hers goes boom, 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 boom. And then that tells her that she's really too nervous or too scared. And that's very, very normal for that to happen. And what we need to do is, it's a sign that we need to calm down. We need to feel safe. We need to feel okay. So going to somebody who is taking care of us and saying, I'm feeling a little bit nervous, or my tummy is feeling a little bit upside down right now, or I'm feeling a little, my head is sort of lots of thoughts going in that are worrying me. And or that's a time to use one of your stress busters. And over the next couple of weeks, you're going to learn lots of those stress busters.
Yes, we're hoping to put a lot online too. So if people are interested in that, Toy Bus will have some of those posted for you. And we're going to do one at the end of this today as well.
Oh, which one are you going to do? Do you know?
I don't know. I think it's a surprise.
Oh, I like surprises.
You gotta stay tuned. Okay, so Simon, we have a few things online coming at us. We would like to tell you a knock knock joke. Okay?
Go for it.
Okay, knock knock.
Who's there?
Little old lady.
Little old lady who?
I didn't know you could yodel.
That's very good.
I like that one too. Okay, so we have a question here from Michael H7, and he's asking, will we be able to swim in the lakes this summer?
Michael, that's a really good question. And when they open up the parks and the beaches, I think they will be allowing some swimming, but you're still going to have to watch your social distancing. So there might only be a certain number of people allowed on the beach, and you have to space yourself apart. So what I understand is that is going to happen, but we have to follow directions from the government and from the public health department, because they know all about this stuff.
Okay, that's right. And it'll be really nice to get out there in the lakes and in the sunshine this summer for sure.
Yeah, and you know what? Until we get to the beaches, one of the things that we play is hose fun. So we turn on the hose, we spray each other, we take turns running through it or put the sprinkler on. So there's lots of other ways to play with water and have fun and cool down in the summer.
For sure. That sounds like a lot of fun, Simon. Okay, I have another one coming at you. Are you ready? What do you do when you're bored, Simon? And what can I do?
Well, when this first began, I got bored a lot. I'd sit and say, I am bored. I'd sit there for a long time. I am bored. And then I kind of thought about it and say, well, I'm bored because I'm not doing anything. So why don't I start thinking of things that I can do? And so I started to pick up some things that I could do. Like I color a lot. I love coloring, and I like doing little crossword puzzles. And so my parents bought me a little crossword puzzle book, and I do that every time I get. I'm going to do the garden this summer, and that's going to take a lot of my time. And I collect knock knock jokes. I bet you're surprised at that, eh? So that's one of my hobbies. And the other thing I do is I go on and I have stickers that I print out, and I make little cartoons of those stickers. So some of my friends draw, some of my friends, you know what Andrew does? He's learning how to play guitar, and there's all kinds of free lessons online. And another of my friends is learning how to play drums, driving his parents crazy, but he's having a lot of fun with it. And one of my other friends is learning how to play the violin. So music is another thing. Dancing is another thing. One of my friends actually makes little videos to say thank you to essential workers and puts them on YouTube. So I can't list all the things that you can do, but there sure are lots. And ask your friends what they're doing. And maybe even talk with your friends and see if there's something you might want to do together, like play some games. You can play checkers online. You can play chess online. You can play drawing online. You can play Scrabble online. So there's lots of things that you can do that you did in person, but they're just going to be on the other side of the screen.
That's right. And that's where it's a little different at this time, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Those are great ideas. Okay, Simon, we have another question here online. Jessica, age 8, is asking, what if my parents get sick?
I didn't hear that. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Jessica, age 8, asks, what if my parents get sick?
Oh, yeah, that's a big worry about someone you love getting sick. And you know what? People get sick all the time. This is a new virus we don't know as much about and we're learning about, but there's colds and flus and headaches, and these are things that people can have any time of the year. So there's probably times that you've been sick, Jessica, and there's probably times that your mom and dad have been sick before. And what we know, even though this germ is kind of unknown and worrisome, most people do get better. And the best thing is try not to catch it. So even if your parents get sick or your friend or yourself, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have the coronavirus or the COVID-19 that they call it sometimes. It just might mean that you're sick and you take care of yourself. So it's nice to worry about the health of others, but the best thing to do is to pay attention to being safe for you and your family. Do all the things that keep the germ away.
That's a good tip there, Simon. Very good. Okay, I have another question online that kind of goes along with that one. Olivia, age 6, is asking, can animals at the zoo get sick?
Hi, Olivia. Thanks for that question. You know what? I don't know if we have an answer to that because there was some talk about, do cats and dogs and gophers and, foxes and animals that are around us, do they get this virus? And they were thinking, not really. It doesn't seem that way, but I don't know if they have the answer to that.
Okay. That I guess we'll have to wait for to see when it comes out, right?
Yep, they're checking all the time, but right now it doesn't seem to be a big problem. So it's not like they're saying, "Hey, watch out for animals." And as soon as if that happened, they would have that warning that you should stay away from certain animals. So right now, that's not a warning. So I feel pretty good about that.
That's great. Good. Okay, so here's another one from Sam, age 4. I would love to know if it's okay to mail my friends a letter.
Oh, that's a good question. You know what? My mom asked the post office the same question. And this is what they said, is that it's okay. There's mail coming every day to somebody and parcels and so on. And it does seem safe. They say that the germ can be on things like paper and, tabletops and so on, but it doesn't last very long on things like paper. And what happens if you mail a letter, it takes a couple of days to get to the post office, get sorted, go through the place that it's going, get sorted again, get mailed, and get picked up. So it's usually going to be several days. And by that time, if there was any germ, it's long gone. So there's no worry right now and no warning right now about letters being a problem. But I do know some kids and some parents are still worried about that. So what they do is if they get a letter or a parcel, they don't touch it a lot. They open it and then they might read it. They wash their hands. And the most important thing of all is if you do go out somewhere and you touch something like the mailbox or a doorknob from another house or the grocery cart, don't touch your eyes, your nose, or your mouth. And as soon as you get home, wash your hands for 20 seconds. 2 happy birthdays. And that's going to really protect you. So letter writing, I think right now, everyone's saying that's okay.
Good stuff. I'm so glad you know all about this, Simon. You're a big help.
I have people that help me with those questions. And I've asked a lot of these questions myself. And at the Phoenix Center, there's lots of great people who know the answers or know how to get the answers.
Good stuff. Okay. So before we ask the next question that came to us online, I have a knock-knock joke from Maureen, who is 44. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Tank.
Tank who?
You're welcome.
Thank you. Dog fight.
Awesome. Sorry about that. My dogs got loose.
Knock knock joke.
Hi, Simon.
Hi.
Bobby's puppy's a little chance to calm down, but I really wanted to show you something that we had sent in from a little girl named Gracie. And she wanted to share it with all of our friends. And she made this about when she feels sad. And it was all sorts of things that she could do when she feels sad, like going for a walk and hugging her puppy, having some hot chocolate, reading some books, listening to music.
Wow, Gracie, that is amazing. And showing your feelings, you can do that in different ways. You can do it in words, or like you can do it in art. And boy, you're a great artist. If there's other drawings the kids have, I'd love to see them. So they're welcome to send them in.
Awesome. Send them into Toy Bus anytime, and we'll make sure that Simon gets them. I'm going to bring Bobby back to ask a few more questions.
Here's Bobby. Where's Bobby?
Hi, Simon.
Oh, there you are. I thought you were hiding on us.
Sorry about that.
Hide and seek is a great game.
It is. My dogs are very bored at home too, so they like to bark at everything. Okay, are you ready for the next question?
Ready.
Okay. How about this one? David would like to know if you miss your friends too.
Oh, David, absolutely. I think that's one of the hardest parts about this COVID is it's missing everybody. And although we do see them online, or we can write or we can phone them, it's not exactly the same. So yeah, I miss my friends a lot. But you know what's interesting is ever since I started doing this online with the Toy Bus, I've made a lot of new friends like you. And that makes me feel really good.
Oh, that's good. You know what? It is nice to learn how to touch base with people in different ways. So right now, that's how we have to do it, right?
Absolutely. Actually, I made a friend who lives in a faraway country called India. And we send emails together and chat, and he has great knock knock jokes I never ever heard before.
Oh, that's neat. Good stuff. Okay, how about this one, Simon? Ryder would like to know if you know when they can go back to the stores with their parents.
Ryder, that's another good question. We don't know exactly when, but it sounds like it's coming pretty soon. The government is looking at when they can make it a little bit easier for people to go out, but they want people to still practice the safety. And that's what we want to make sure is that we just don't go out and start doing things the way we used to, touch everything, hug people who we don't live with us, and sneeze, and don't put our elbows in our nose, achoo, like that. So they really want to make sure we're doing all the same things: physical distancing, washing our hands, not touching our eyes, nose, or mouth. And then I think pretty soon they're going to say, yeah, we can start. Actually, you know what my mom's looking forward to? Getting a haircut. She's wearing a hat all the time now. And she's saying, I'm not showing anybody my hair. So it's pretty soon they're going to allow barbers to open up. But what's going to happen, I think, is there's still going to be not everybody sitting together and not a whole bunch of people getting their haircut at the same time. So they're going to be really careful. And the other thing that I think is going to happen more, you're going to see people wearing masks. So the person cutting your hair, or the dentist, or even myself, I'm starting to practice. Actually, next time I'm on, I'm going to show you my mask that I have that I'm going to wear when I need to, when I go out.
Oh, that'd be a great idea.
Yeah, I'm getting used to it because it's not all that comfortable, but I'm going to do whatever I can to keep things safe and to make sure everyone around me is safe.
Mhm. Maybe that's something that parents can do with their children or their caregivers is they can maybe create one for themselves.
Yeah, even if it's not a real one for now, just to get
Yeah,
kids used to it, and that's going to make it easier for later on.
that's right. Then you'll see them a lot more and it'll be a lot easier for sure. Okay, here's another one coming at you, Simon. It's from Carter, age 6. I made a fort in my room, Simon. I go in there when I need a break from my sister. Mom says it's good to have a quiet place in my house to go to when I need to be alone. Is that okay?
Oh, what a super idea! I'm going to make a fort too. My brother can make his own fort, and there's another way we can have some really quiet and alone time. No, that's absolutely okay. Even when there's no COVID around anymore, that's a fun thing to do. Oh, and I have a flashlight. I can bring my flashlight in the fort and I can read in it. Oh, I love that idea.
That's a great idea because that's a nice quiet place to go to when you want to be alone. So that's a great
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
Okay,
And I might invite people into my fort too, like my brother sometimes.
yeah. When you want to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I have a question from, oh, actually, it's not a question. He just wanted to let you know, Simon, that he really misses his Nana and Papa, and he's 3 years old.
Uh that's and I'm sure that you tell them that you miss them, and that probably makes them feel very, very happy because it's really hard for a lot of our grandparents.
It is for sure.
Thanks for sharing that.
Okay, I want to tell you another joke. And this one is from Leslie. Are you ready?
Okay, give me Leslie's joke.
Okay, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Hatch.
Patch who?
Bless you.
Oh, that's funny.
That's a really good one. Okay, I have another question here. Um, how about this one? Why can't we play in the playgrounds?
Well, right now, they're really worried about too many people being together without having the practice of social distancing or physical distancing. And so they want to stop this germ from spreading. And the only way it's spreading right now is getting too close to people who might have it. So that's why they're really being careful about not having too many people together, not having other than your family sort of living in the house with you. And when you go shopping, if you notice lineups outside, they just let certain number in and you're lined up 6 feet apart to get out and to pay. So that's why for now they're doing that. And as we practice, we're getting better at paying attention. So it will open up at some point, and I think it's coming pretty soon that they're going to say, we're letting some parks and some beaches and some playgrounds open again. But don't stop being safe.
Okay, good. That'll be so nice for children to be able to go back to the playgrounds for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so Simon, I have one more question and one more knock knock joke. And then if there are any more that come up online, we'll ask, okay? Are you ready? Okay, how about this one? Simon, when I can't sleep at night, what do I do?
Oh, getting to sleep and falling asleep is sometimes a big problem for a lot of us and even adults. And there's a couple of things that I learned to do. First of all, try not to do any technology 1 hour before bed because it kind of gets our brain all going and then it's hard to calm that brain down. Secondly, try and think of some good things. So my family started what we call gratitude time. And at supper time and just before bed, we talk about one thing that we share with everyone that we are grateful for. So I'm grateful that it's getting warmer outside. Yesterday, I was grateful that none of my family got sick yet. So every day I come up with something to be grateful for. And that gets us thinking about positive things, not negative things. And then if I really have a hard time, what I might do is read something that's not like a real revved up book that's scary or has a lot of action in it. So a book that is just kind of a quiet book for me to read. Or I listen to music and I have lots of music that I like. or I might just do a relaxation. And again, these relaxations can help in so many different ways. And the one that I like is counting backwards from 100. 100, 99, 98. And usually by the time I get to about 50, I'm sleeping.
That's a great idea. I love it. That's great. Okay, so I did get another question online, and this one is from Liam H5, and he wants to know if you think Christmas will be canceled.
No way. No way. Christmas will never be canceled. It might be a little bit different, but no way. It's going to be there and it's going to be wonderful. And it's up to each of us to make it wonderful, even though it might be a little bit different.
That's true. That's true. But it'll be wonderful. Okay. So one more joke for you. Okay, Simon? Are you ready?
Oh, what a good way to end.
I love it. Okay. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Anita.
Who?
I need to go to the bathroom. Let me in.
All right. That's so good. Wow. I can't believe how many good knock-knock jokes there are, and we never seem to run out. So keep them coming. And
that's for sure.
I'll see you next week.
Thank you, Simon, so much. We'll take care, okay?
Bye, all. Be safe.
Bye.
And be happy. Take care.
Hi, Simon. That was awesome. I'm going to bring Kim on, and Kim's going to do a relaxation for you. Oh, I've lost Simon. Okay, so Kim, I'm going to bring you on to do a relaxation. And if Simon shows back up, he will do it along with you. I think that was the plan, but he might have lost his connection. All right. Hello, Kim.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Jenny. How you doing?
Good. That was awesome. So many great questions.
It was so good. Oh my gosh. And there was so much talk about having stress busters and relaxation tools, really. So
I know. I
like
loved
a really smooth way for me to move in. So yeah.
For sure. Okay, I'm going to hide myself. And when you're done, I'm just going to stop the video. So I won't be coming back. Thank you, Kim.
That's good. Hey, everyone. So I have just a couple really short little stress busting tools that you can use. So you can use these with your children, or you can teach your children to use them for themselves. So sometimes, we're experiencing all kinds of emotions, but sometimes we have this feeling, and even me as an adult, I get this feeling of like this crazy energy where I can't seem to settle in, or I can't seem to think, or I can't seem to focus. So I have a couple little tools. One is called circle breathing, and the other one is called Big Bear Hug. So they're really simple and they don't take very long to do. So with circle breathing, I'm going to get you to help me out here, okay? I was going to get Simon to help me out, but he can't do that today. So another time. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw a circle with our finger. So we're going to start at the bottom. So does everyone know how to make a circle? So we're going to go up, around, and down the other side. Good. So this time we're going to do it really slowly. So we're going to go up one side really slow, and we're going to stop here, and then we're going to go down the other side really slow. Okay, so this time when we draw a circle, we're going to take a deep breath in when we go up. So like this. So we're going to go up. Oh, there's Simon. Hey, Simon.
Hi, sorry, I lost connection.
That's okay. I'm glad to have you back. So we were just going to start. We were talking about stress busters and little tools that we can use to help us when we're really, really like have that crazy kind of energy. Do you ever feel like that sometimes when you can't seem to settle down and you can't seem to focus?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So we were going to do something called circle breathing. So we're making a circle with our fingers. So we're going to go like this. Do you want to help me? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go backwards. So we're going to go up. So we're going to go breathe in up to the top, and then we're going to stop, and then we're going to breathe out with our mouth around the other side. I have to move my finger up. My screen is too small. Let's go there. Okay. So do you want to try it again? So we're going to take a deep breath going up. up to the top, and we're going to hold for a couple seconds, and then we're going to blow out with our mouth. Good. How about we try that like 5 times, okay? All right, here we go, everybody. So deep breath. And hold it, and then, and that's 1. Again. And that's 2. Good job. Really slow this time. And breathe it all out. And that's 3. 2 more times. And breathe out. And that's 4. 1 more. Really slow this time. And hold it. And then breathe out. Very good. How do you feel now, Simon?
Oh, that's so, I like that one.
Isn't that nice? And it's so
I could actually take a little nap right now.
Okay, the other one that I had is really simple too. It's called a big bear hug. So sometimes when we're feeling kind of sad or upset, sometimes a hug makes us feel better, but sometimes there's not someone around to give us a hug. So we can give ourselves a big hug. So you're going to take your arms and put them out in front of you, and then you're going to cross them over, and you're going to give yourself a really big, snug hug. You can even give yourself a little rock if it feels good, and you're just going to squeeze yourself until you feel a little bit more calm, a little bit more relaxed, maybe a little more focused. How does that feel?
Oh, that felt really good.
Those are really nice. And you know what? It's great to have these little simple tools because they work really quickly and they don't take anything and they don't take time to do. So, and they do make us feel really good.
Thanks so much, Kim. What 2 great ones. I didn't have either of those, and now I'm going to add that to my toolkit.
Yay! And I hope you out there will add them to your toolkit as well. And I think we're ready, Jenny, for you to come back.
Hello. Thank you very much, Simon. And thank you so much.
Thank you all.
I love that relaxation, and I can't wait to keep trying it out with my own kids at home.
Yay.
We'll talk soon, Simon. Make sure you send your jokes and your pictures.
Bye, everyone.